On today's Toy Spot, continuing along with my reviews of the Marvel Legends Spider-Man movie Build-A-Figure Sandman line. It's all over the place. Today's Toy Spot, we're going to be looking at the black-suited Spider-Man. I didn't fare well with my initial review, the very first review of this line, when I did the red and blue costume Spider-Man. I'm hoping this figure is going to be a little bit nicer. As you can see, it's the black costume Spider-Man. Nice pictures of the Spider-Man in black costume there. Now, how many people, just on a side note here, how many people actually like Spider-Man in this outfit? Anybody? Well, there's one, two. Okay, not very many. I can tell you this guy didn't like the costume one bit. Following the comics, following Spider-Man, I really wish they had just initially given him a black, almost like a tar, given him almost like a tar sheen over top of his existing costume. I didn't like the fact that he had all this silver webbing. It basically just looked like the standard Spider-Man costume had the movie been shot in black and white. That's basically what the costume looked like to me, and I did not like it. Collect all 8 figures to build Sandman, down below. On the back of the package, the other figures in this wave, we've got Mary Jane, we've got New Goblin, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, we've got Spider-Man, we've got Sandman, black-suited Spider-Man, and Venom. The read-up, hoping it's better than the last one. Read-up says, his mind infected by the thoughts of an alien symbiote and his strength enhanced by the creature that clings to his skin, Spider-Man feels an uncharacteristic rage taken over him. His best friend is trying to kill him, his girlfriend is unimpressed with his strange new powers, and his Uncle Ben's real killer has shown his face. The world is out to get him. All you have to do is see that is look on the front page of the Bugle. I don't know why I screwed that up. Well, if the world wants to think of him as a dangerous vigilante, then that's what they'll get, and Sandman is going to be the first to get a personal taste. The read-up certainly hasn't gotten any better. New costume enhanced by alien life form. Vehicle webs, I guess instead of a car. Desperate to protect Aunt May and Mary Jane. Most dangerous enemy, New Goblin, really wants, I'm not making this up guys, it says really wants to severely beat Sandman. New costume increases his strength. Wow. Why is it that a read-up and bio here, it should stay the same. It should say real name of everything else. It shouldn't change with every single character. The original costume Spider-Man didn't say really wants and most dangerous enemy. Maybe with the Mary Jane it's going to say personal hobbies and turn-ons. New Goblin might say favorite color. Maybe Green Goblin says favorite book to read. Venom, most likely to. I really am hating on this line. It's a shame because this is only the second figure. I'm going to be good. I'm going to behave myself. What we'll do is we'll open up this package and we will have a better look at black costume, black suited Spider-Man. Stay tuned. Well, for what it's worth, he's out of his package. These figures aren't getting any bit better, guys. We'll get out of the way first. He has a gimmick, which is not surprising because it seems a lot of gimmicks are linked usually to black costumed Spider-Man figures. And it's usually always the same gimmick. He's got a hole in his arm, or the hole in his hand. He can actually take this webbing, and it's not a missile or anything like that. That's one good thing at least, but not to say it's good though. I mean, it's a step up. How's that? Basically, you plug it into his hand. Taking a little bit of force actually to get this in there. He basically does that. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it because I'm not even going to have him on display with this. I mean, it's a nice web, but yeah. Checklist time, guys. You guys are even still following this. The checklist for Spider-Man, black suited Spider-Man, is this. It's supposedly, wait for it, let me actually just check here yet. I had to just look at it myself. It's apparently the left leg. That is a leg. I know. I don't know where this is going. Just to kind of give you guys a comparison, the other Spider-Man came with this. And you see, black costume's not even going to... He's checked out. He's left. Spider-Man has the right leg, right foot, I should say. Black suited Spider-Man, left leg. They couldn't even give you one leg, eh? You have to kind of build them. But basically, your Sandman would look like this so far. Yeah. So, no, not much in the way of checklist, guys. And really, this is turning out to be a horrible Build-A-Figure. But we're going to move it aside, and let's have a look here at the black suited Spider-Man. I can tell you one thing I don't like is the head on this guy. I'm really curious to know where they got the body from this figure. I don't know if it's maybe a step, like maybe they've just taken the smaller... For anybody who remembers Spider-Man 3 figures, when they first came out, they weren't actually normal 6-inch size figures. They were smaller. They were, well, I want to say like 5 inches. Maybe about 4 or 5 inches. And a lot of people hated, with a passion, they hated the fact that they released the figures in such a small line because they didn't go at all with the other Spider-Man figures that you picked up from the previous 2 movies. Actually, in fact, the one good thing, and this might be the only saving grace that this figure does have, is the fact he comes with a nice little catalog, Spider-Man catalog, with a checklist on the back here. And inside, shows all the different figures in the waves. So the initial first wave of figures, these were actually the smaller scale figures, and not well received at all. They expanded the line to include other figures from the Spider-Man comics, not really ones that actually were in the movie. For example, Vulture. We got Black Cat, Mysterio, weird looking Mysterio. We got Scorpion, Rhino. I'm almost inclined just to do the review on this catalog instead because it seems cooler. The other things in this wave. Some plush toys. And Venom actually looks kind of neat. But he does come with a catalog. Let's move that out of the way. But I don't know where they got this figure from, this mold. Because it doesn't seem, and actually just for the sake of comparison, I'll move him over. I'll bring in the initial Spider-Man, whom I've warmed up to a little bit more than when I did the review of him. I don't loathe him as much as I did before, but he is definitely not a good figure. As you can see, though... What? Yeah, I know. There is a substantial difference in size between the black-suited Spider-Man and the original Spider-Man. Why? Could they not have taken the original costume Spider-Man? Maybe not this figure because it's got that horrible joint here, but could they not have taken this Spider-Man and merely changed the color of him? No, instead, we actually get a smaller Spider-Man. Smaller head, too. Everything on him is smaller. What? Yeah, I know. I'm thinking the same thing, guys. Why? But yes, big difference in size. I guess Spider-Man shrinks when he gets the costume on him. It's really a shame, too, because the... I actually like this body design a lot more. It's a little sleeker. I mean, certainly it's probably not more accurate to the movies. I don't also like the fact that his head points down. You see that? Oh, this line I think is just gonna. This line is gonna be the end of me, I think. He also doesn't have as much articulation as the previous Spider-Man figure either. He has the ball-jointed head, which you can look down, but it can't go any higher than that. He has a ball-jointed shoulder. He can bend in and out, but they've done this weird thing here where you guys can see it. The webbing actually stops just shy of the top of his torso, and so therefore you can only move his arm out this much, and it won't go any further. Certainly, you can move the arm back and forth. The forearm moves. You can also bend at the elbow, and you can rotate at the forearm. The other arm, same thing, and it seems strange. Look at this. You can move the arm out only so much on the one arm. The other arm's got that same webbing, but they've done it so that you can actually bring the arm further out. You see that? You can rotate at the bicep, you can bend at the elbow, and you can rotate the hand and also bend the hand in. Now his fist is closed. Again, I don't know why they just didn't use the same figure. He's got a much better mid-torso joint than the previous Spider-Man. But I just don't know why it's all over the place with this line so far. There is zero articulation in the waist. You can bend the legs back and forth, in and out. You can bend the knees 2 points. You can't. There is zero articulation in the leg. You can rotate the foot though, and you can bend it back and forth. There is no articulation also in the toe. A very strange figure. It defies all logical common sense. I don't know. Why they couldn't have just taken the exact same figure and colored him. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna need a nap after this review. Yeah. So really, what do I give this figure? Well, the paint's good. I'll say at least the paint is clean. It's not sloppy. But why they picked this figure, this mold, I don't know. I just don't know. And you can only do so much with the figure. They've really stripped down the articulation on him. I still think he's nicer though than the original Spider-Man. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 5. I'm sure I'm being more generous than what I should be, but I'm going to give Spider-Man in black costume Spider-Man here a 5. So hope you guys enjoy it. I'm enjoying these videos less and less, and I'm almost dreading where this is going to be going. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the remaining reviews of the Marvel Legends, the Spider-Man movie line. And that was the Build-A-Figure of Sandman, if you can call it a Build-A-Figure. But today we were looking at black costume Spider-Man. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.